Hello there, my name is K-Hug, you can call me Kyler, and welcome back to the Season 2 Let's Play Minecraft Survival series. Whether you're a long-time subscriber or just stumbled in here, I want to thank you for all of your support, so hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, share with your friends, and leave some kind words in the comments down below. You also may be wondering, well, what on earth are you doing in front of this big number 5, K-Hug? Well, this number 5 needs to be updated to a number 2, because, ladies and gentlemen, we just hit 98 subscribers, and I couldn't be more thankful. That said, I do want to introduce a couple new members, so let's go ahead and get this 5 changed to a 2. In order to do that, we're going to take down all the bits here. I can't remember how I made this, and now we got to figure out how to make a 2 together, so bear with me as I struggle to make the number 2. I want to go up at an angle, so maybe we slab... upside down, nope. Upside down stair, okay. And a big curve, so we're gonna have to put a block and a stair. That's the wrong direction. What an intro this has been. I'm trying to hurry before the music ends. And I think that'll do. Let's get a look back. Yes, the big number 2. We are down to just 2 people left to go before we hit the big 100 and the surprise episode, which I may or may not have had prepared. Did not expect to hit it this fast, but first and foremost, we need to head over to the community board and add our 2 new members. As always, we are back at the community member board, and guys, if you haven't noticed, this is looking pretty thin. You know, there's 4 names per sign. We're roughly at 7 signs, which means there's only 28 plus Rising Nation, so 29 individuals, 31 after today. But there's 100 of you out there, or dang near. So if you guys have not already, leave a comment down below to get your name on our community board. But without further ado, welcome to the community. I'm so sorry. I'm going to butcher that one. That one I have no idea. BR, welcome to the community. And this one, I love the name. It's super funny. Jittery Bug. Welcome to the channel or the community, both of you. And don't forget, head down to the link down below in the description and click that Discord button and come join out and hang out with the rest of the community, talking it up over there. And we're going to have some stuff in the future once I get some more time. I got a big move coming up, but after all that happens, hopefully we can hang out and play some Minecraft together. Now, time to get into what we're going to do today. We are going to work on some auto farms after I update you on what I did off camera, and I finally I say maybe, I've already done it, have an idea what I'm going to do with these little whoop-de-doos, and that is bring in another stone. It kind of looks cool as a cap because it stands out amongst all the other darkness around here. But these little wings here, this is just a way to keep it's fully spawn proof, which is excellent. I'll add light sources underneath so it'll be nice and glowy. But this is how these little whoop-de-doos in our crown that we're calling it, all these whoop-de-doos in the crown will be filled in with this material here. I haven't designed out the corners yet, and you may have already noticed, totally forgot, this was also, since last time, I added in these chains. Now, I know you can make big Minecrafty chains with using blocks and they just don't look right at an angle and a double angle. So an angular build at an angle, if that makes sense. It just came out looking strange. Yep. And so my thought process was, what if I could make it look more like a bike chain? So you have like a little pin. I actually don't know the parts of a bike chain, but it's got the little dowels in between that hold it together. I don't know. This was the best solution I can come up with. It just needs to look like there's a gap in here, like these are linked together, and I think it does embody that pretty good. And so I went ahead and updated the map. These are my 2 new crown top sections there and there, and then there are the beautiful chains all over the map. And if you look up, it actually looks pretty cool. This right here almost looks kind of kaleidoscopy with the little half moon shapes here on the corners, the chains going into nothing. It looks kind of cool. There'll be some additions to build in here for the chain supports, but all in all, I think it looks pretty good. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And now we can get on to what we're going to get into today, and that is we're going to round this base out. And by round this base out, I mean we've got to just get done with all the things that we wanted to do in the beginning, and that is getting all of these auto farms set up. So if you don't remember, there they go. We've got carrots, We've got sugarcane that we did one out of the like 4 tiers in here, so we can finish that one probably later. Empty for now. We've got wool, we've got cactus, we've got 2 blanks, and we've got pumpkins. This will be melon, this will be kelp, and this will be sugarcane. And today, we are going to do the sugarcane. Let me go ahead and grab up all the pieces. I haven't even prepared for this, so it's going to take me a real quick minute here, real hot minute. Let me go gather a bunch of supplies, and I'll see you guys over there. All right, so you may be wondering where we are, and that is because we are inside of what the bowels, or the innards of this base looks like. Nothing too spectacular, but what we do have here is the sugarcane farm. Super simple. A single row of, well, I guess a double row. There's 2 rows here, one there, one there. So it is a double row. So it's 4 rows of sugarcane, a single minecart traveling amongst those, a couple observers observing that, shooting, you know, the whole caboodle. But all we need to do is start by getting this water elevator, this water track here from its automatic dispenser is probably the hardest part. So once we get this situated, then this farm can be scaled on top of each other, one after another. See, there's a layer 2 there. I don't know if I quite finished that. We're going to do something really dangerous here. We're going to attempt to just get up on top. Let's try to get up there carefully. That was as careful as it gets, but this is what you're left with. This is layer number 2, which appears to be fully functional. I don't know why I said this wasn't fully functional before. Everything looks good, so apparently there is 2 observers per row of pistons. And this can actually be built about exactly the same, just because the 2 entities act similarly between sugarcane and bamboo. So we're going to just do this process over there. So yeah, let's just get started by adding in our ice skating thing. We're going to need to probably go ahead and create ourselves. Let's grab this wood out of here. We're going to need to have a crafting table in here, first and foremost. But we got to have some signs. And then we're going to get some water as well. So let's grab a couple signs. I think 6 ought to do it. And I think I'm going to go ahead and head up. And let's get this figured out. So from here, we need to go up 7 blocks. That is 7, and then the ice begins. So let's go ahead and get this laid out. Okay, for those of you who are unfamiliar with how these things work, I'm going to put a water source block here. This will be our dispenser, just like that there. And all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get all of the items smashed against this wall, and then against this wall here. And that is going to force all of the items to be pushed out in that little quarter section of this block. In order to do that, I need to also push the blocks down. And we need to get them moving at a pretty quick rate. So what I do here is, all I do is, you know what, it doesn't matter if it's inside or outside. I just need to get a couple signs in here. We'll go here. We don't need to name these, silly me. And you just continue this around. So what that does, I'll show you real quick. If I throw the bucket in here, wrong button. If I throw the bucket in here, this bucket will now be up against that far wall. See how it's placed up against that far wall? And now, you guessed it, the next step would be to go ahead and put one sign on this side, another bucket, and that is going to force the bucket to be perfectly aligned to both this outer wall and that outer wall, perfectly in that corner. So we'll go ahead and we'll throw it one more time. There it goes. I get smashed against that wall, and now it's pressed against that wall, and then it should always exit as it did there. I need it back. Did it fall? It might have fell. Well, it worked actually perfectly. The only thing I will add is, for those of you who play on Java Edition, which is kind of the one thing I wish I had, is it is pretty cool to see how fast these objects can fly out in a water stream. They actually shoot and projectile out. That was the original intent to these things. Instead, it just kind of gets to the end and falls out, which is okay. It wasn't the intent of the build, but you'll see that it'll get pressed under, and it shot out, and it's down in the dispenser below, all the way down where our check lights are at. And now we can get on with the redstone to this. All right, now that we've obtained all of the redstone bits I believe we need to set up this little clock here. And so what this is this is going to detect if any item is in here. It's going to create a pulse, that pulse is going to wrap around and be forced back into the system. But in doing so, it should also double tick. I hope that makes sense. It's not making sense to me. Hold on. Let's put a quick roadblock here so we don't lose nothing. But anytime, let's go ahead and just go with like 4. An item is, there we go. All right, so we can see how fast that was. Now, I do believe I maxed these out, which looks to be like the case. Let's go into the 3, 1, 2, 3. I think this one's just on 2. And now when we add any items, it is a slow tick, not to cause any sort of stacking of the items. That's the whole reason to avoid that. And oh, we got a couple that got by us, but that is how simple the redstone truly is. And now all we need to do is close everything off by just putting a simple barrier on top, and then we'll get into the farm. This is pretty plain and simple. All we need to do is bring this car over here to be able to dump all the stuff off. It'll bounce off this block, it'll return, and the reason I have that redstone block back there is because everything here needs to not be messed with. If that redstone block was up here, it would lock hoppers, etc., etc. And so I think what I need to do now is go get the rest of the rails that we need to have for this build. What does he have? Hold on. Did this guy steal a piece of dirt? Where'd you get that from, buddy? Huh? What do you got for me? Give it back. Somewhere he stole a piece of our crimson nylium. All right. Not sure where that needs to go. We will fix it later, but somewhere now we have a bare spot out in our caldera, unfortunately. We're going to have to Enderman-proof this whole area. Let me go grab the rails, and then we can get back into the build. All right, so just as I suspected, we used all of our gold. Totally forgot that we used our gold for our piglin trading center, so I'm not gonna be able to make the rails right now. I could go over to the gold farm, activate it for about 5-10 minutes, get the gold, bring it over, create the gold rails. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lay that out, and then we can get into the actual build, which is this upper region where the bamboo grows itself. So let me go ahead and just let's go through this process. We'll have a power rail, power rail, power rail, power rail. We'll have 4 here just because this block, we needed a gap here to not lock that hopper. And then we got standard rails all the way across. And now I'm going to double check a number real quick because I'm not too sure how far I went. I went 1 from the edge. It wasn't an actual number, but it gave me an idea. So 1 from the edge. Oh, what a bummer. Let's give that another try. Hold on. Hold on. Well, we can make that jump. Okay, hold on. Hold on. We can make that jump. Yep. There we go. Here we go. Big jump. All right. So, what we need to do... Oh, my goodness. What is happening, Facepalm? Let's go down and get some more cobblestone. This game is out for me today. Let's give it one more try. We can make that jump. We just tell ourselves we can make it. We can't make it. All right, let me... Come on. Come on. Come on. This is the one episode. This is the one episode I'm giving myself a 2024. Okay. Maybe I need to take some time and go practice 3-block jumps because I am surely struggling with that one. There we go. Okay, back to business. We are ready to go ahead and put these rails in. So this rail will go directly underneath. Oh, you know what I just realized? This rail's only going underneath 1/2 of this farm. Oh no, it's a double in the middle. Holy cow, I almost lost my marbles. And oh, I have to make this jump again. All right, first try. Okay, phew, nailed it. Aced it, cannot be stopped. So, this is technically a piece of bamboo, and then there's a block in here for all the bits, the redstone and stuff. I'm going to keep referencing this just because it's easier for us to not have to do all the math again. I believe there's a 3-block gap. Gosh darn it, we're going to go down here again. And we're going to make this jump. Oh! All right. Let's try that again. This time we are going to hit the jump button. All right, nailed it. So it should be a 3-block gap. Continue the system there. That's blocked. That's blocked. I know that made no sense, and it's all stopped along this edge. Okay, perfect. I understood every bit of that. Let me get over here. Okay, we're getting good at that. We got a 3-block gap, and then we got a turn. And now we need to add some power rails in here. So I'm going to go ahead and put them here. This will technically be a double wide row. That's because this cart needs to turn around and go back in this direction. And then all we need to do is kind of connect it like this. And, oh, you know what we could be doing? We could be adding in standard rails to better describe this to you. So these are all powered. We'll have standard rails come along here. We're going to leave some gaps, otherwise they're going to automatically connect. I guess they're going to have to automatically connect. We're going to put a couple more powered rails in there. I think 2 ought to do it. You know what? We'll add 3. We'll be nice. We'll add 3. And then this will continue. It will turn. It'll then go back to the beginning, which it's going to connect here, so I'm going to leave it. And it's going to continue about its merry way, which is also same thing. Can't put that one there right now. Go over our 3 blocks. Let's continue in this direction. All the way down until we meet the end, which is roughly, well, not roughly, it is exactly there. And on this side, we're going to need to go and take this out, put another redstone block in there. There will be some length of, oh, I knew I was going to do that. I knew I was going to do that. We got to leave that one like that for now. And then there'll be about 2 or 3 in here just to boost it back, so it'll hit here and bounce back and continue on and so forth for eternity. Now, above all of this needs to be our collection system, or where our bamboo is officially growing. So all of this rail can now be converted into lovely dirt. It looks like our limiting factor today in our build is our dirt. So let's go grab some dirt. And we're going to need some stairs. I think we're going to need to build some stairs. They don't have to be wood. I might make them wood. Let's go out here. Oh no. And we fell into the booby trap. Here we go. Let's try that again. These level 3 rockets are horrendous. Do not build level 3 rockets. They're driving me nuts. Oh, it was the birds, man. The birds, repeating the noises of zombies stresses me out way too much. Stop it. Beef? But it's a good way to... Okay, you know what? I'm not even going to talk to you because you're not going to let me talk. You're just going to talk over me every single time I try to talk. Yeah, I hear you. That's fine. Okay, what was I doing? I need to get myself... stairs. That's what we're doing. Stairs. We need stairs. I think I have enough. Yeah. Clearly we have enough. Now, let's go ahead and waste some more rocket. Look how far these go. Before, we couldn't get to the top of the base, and now we just off into the sunset we go. Let's get back down in here. Carefully. Miss all this. Oh, miss all this. Oh, all right. Well, we did our best. Let's continue the dirt process. I might put like a temporary in here. 3-block jump. We nailed that one because we are expert Minecrafters. Nailed that like so. This doesn't need to be filled up, but I like to block it off. Just a me preference. You can do what you want on yours. And now we get into the nitty-gritty of the water source and stuff. I know that didn't make a whole lot of sense, but bear with me. What I want to do is I'm going to create a box, and that box is just going to surround all of this just to keep everything secured. And I'm not going to create said box because I don't have said cobblestone. Clearly, I need to go on a cobblestone adventure because we are running relatively low, which is interesting. Oh, I just got done saying we were doing so good about making that jump. I could put a block there, but we're not cowards. We are not cowards. There we go. Okay. And with that, we can now add in these blocks across here. Now, this is our water source block. This is what's going to give the bamboo water to... Wait, does bamboo need water? I don't think bamboo needs water. Hold on, folks. We might be able to make this farm way bigger than that one. Pause. Undo. Whatever you got to do. Stop all Minecrafting. We've got a situation. So, can I fit more than the dedicated number of rows that I was anticipating having because we can reduce? If I were to go, no, because if I go double inside, then we still miss that one. I mean, I think it has to be the same size just because we're out of space regardless. Like this, I don't know what happened there. Oh, we were crouched. This is technically the limits of our chunk, and we told ourselves all of our farms are going to be in one chunk, and so we've got to listen to ourselves. We've got to heed to those rules set forth by yours truly. Goodness me, sorry, apologies. But it looks like if we could have some sort of flying machine, I don't think flying machines are possible, or as possible as I'm thinking they're gonna be. We could flying machine break this. That would be pretty cool because then all of this could be solid bamboo. Let's think this through, think it through, do the math. Okay, hug. I don't like it. I don't like it. So we're gonna go back to what I was gonna do originally. The only reason I'm saying that is because by adding in all these extra bits, it's going to kind of change everything. We've got a good footprint. We've got a good idea what we're going to do. And if I move or expand anything, it's going to alter all of the blocks that we need to get this shape done. Which, speaking of blocks, guess what we're out of again? Wow, it's so ominous. I look so threatening here. Guess what we need again. All right, I will never do that again. I promise. Let me go grab more cobblestone. Yeah, you heard me. Cobblestone. All right, since this could be bamboo, I'm just going to go ahead and cover all this up. We're going to need to put a light source in here. Yeah, I'm well aware that's a little dark. But I believe we could just cover all of this extra bits up. And that's the scientific term for bits. Bits is the scientific term for make this pretty. And what we're going to do is we're going to add in our pistons like so. How many does it take per row? Wow, 12. So we need a ton more pistons real quick, and then we can get back into the build. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to place some temporary bamboo. Yeah, it all looks fine. Interesting. Why hadn't I considered this? Okay. Well, my next consideration is going to be light sources. So for this farm, I'm actually going to hide them in the floor. We'll go 2 from the end and then a torch. And then what I can do is if we take out a couple, like these 3 blocks, we can stair. As long as we can make sure we always get power to these, which I'm wondering if we can do that with that torch there. We'll figure that out later, but it looks like this is all going to work out well. Let me go ahead and replace these guys all the way around. I'm going to go make some pistons, and I'll be right back to get into this. All right, the last row of pistons, and my math is right. Yeah, we have 1 leftover piston. Not the greatest math has been done, but that's okay. That's all right. We don't claim to be math experts. And now I need the observers, which means I need 4 more of these. Do I have the resources? I think that's all I need, right? That's 4 more. Looking good. All right, we're slowly getting there. I may have struggled for the first, well, forever of this video, but we're getting somewhere. We are arriving to a conclusion here eventually. Now, everything else I think we've got to go ahead and build the walls up, add some torches, but let's go ahead and get these observers in. I knew I was forgetting something. The redstone. The mighty redstone, the electronic source itself. Let's get back up top. Okay. Oh, it's already growing. Awesome. So what I need to do before it gets out of hand is we're going to place like a guy there and there. Didn't do a very good job at straightening it out. Let's go guy there. Another one there. I know it looks a little cattywampus, but that's the point. That's the point. I didn't want this one to line up because the last one did, and the firing process worked a little funny. So, if I do that, everything here should be sensed. I'm going to go ahead and build double ones, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and fill all of this in. I got to make sure every single tile has a bamboo. Now, it's really weird because bamboo places in the corner tiles. In the corner of tiles like that, which makes it really hard to place. But it looks like we're okay. I think I should have 1 less than 16. Nope, 2. We're either missing one or I put 2 doubles. Did I place 2 doubles? Oh, how am I gonna know? It's so disorganized. That one for sure. Let me get rid of that guy. Oh, and once they turn solid, they grow up. They're okay, interesting. Nope, that guy's good. Okay, I think we're actually okay. Just, I don't know why I end up with a weird number. Ah, we placed a double over here. That is our problem. Okay, so we've got all that laid out. I'm gonna go ahead and just close this off. Oh, that doesn't really need to be closed off. This is just to keep all the extra pieces inside when it activates and chop chop. They will spray everywhere. I'm gonna need to have this be a few layers tall because bamboo can go quite high before needing to be cut. And I'm just gonna go ahead and fill these little edges in. No reason other than my OCD. And it looks funny seeing this. Okay, so now we just have to get the power source connected to every single one of these pistons. And what I'm understanding is that I might have messed up with these torches, and what I can do to fix that. I'm in the job of fixing things, or in the business of fixing things. We'll go ahead and just add these torches down 1 layer. Seems like an unnecessary thing to do, but we want this light source to shine through. It's not going to shine through, is it? Because if we put a block on top of that, this isn't going to get the... We're going with slabs. Let's slab it up, baby. We're going to make a change of plans here. We don't have any more cobblestone, but you know what we do have? We have a smooth stone. So I'm going to go ahead and make some of these smooth stone slabs. And we're going to use this to carry our... Yeah, okay. To carry our redstone signal along the backside of all these pistons. So we'll just add a half slab at the top all the way across. Now this doesn't have to be a half slab all the way across the top. I just wanted to have a light source, so that's why we're doing this. If you do this one yourself, you don't need the light source. It's a personal preference. But I do believe it's going to help the growth process altogether. I might even add one in the middle. Yeah, it looks okay. It looks light enough. Yeah. I'm going to add some in the top too, so that'll be fine. Now, everything should technically be up to date by doing that? Is that accurate? If I were to place a piece of bamboo in front of this guy, where's he at? Come on. No. All right, we have to get the signal down. So, if I do that and this... Okay, that is the key. You put the single block... All right. You can obviously tell that we're not master redstoners, that's for sure. Uh-oh. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to line these back up. I said we weren't going to do this, but it seems like that might actually be the solution. No, that's not the solution. The solution is you crouch and you place it down like so. And by lining these guys up, at least the single fire will work on both of them. So we got to move these two. Bada bing, bada boom. Get in here, crouch, place. Get over here, crouch, place. Okay, redstone time. Let's juice it up. Let there be power, baby. All right. Now, that is kind of a fully functional, semi-complete bamboo farm. What I need to do now is go get the stuff to finish the rails, and also go get the stuff to finish putting these walls up to about 7 or 8 tall. You know what? Maybe we shouldn't exceed the height of a sugar cane. That way this can be elevated better. You know, we're going to do 2. I think if we go up about 8 or so, it'll be about there. We'll be able to fit 1 more farm on top. This won't be triple stacked, but I think double ought to do it. So let me go grab a little bit more cobblestone. We'll fill this bad boy up. We'll add in some lights, and then we'll get on to the collection system. All right, so I may have lied to you. I've only gone up 7, and technically I guess those torches 6 in a couple spots, but that's because this thing has been firing ever since I started doing this, and you can see that none of it has gotten anywhere above like 2 or 3. So it does seem that it is pretty efficient in the sense that it does see this observer before it gets too crazy. That one's only too tall. This one hasn't gone off yet, but the chamber back there did, and this one also did a second ago. So That one's almost 3 tall, it looks like, and as soon as it grows, which seems to be the next one in line, it is going to cover up that observer, immediately breaking this. So it does not need to be any bigger than about 6 tall before it takes off. Now, if you build this on your own and you want it to grow super tall, what you can do is just put the observer here, like up higher, and then bring the redstone signal down. And that'll allow them to grow, 4, 5, 6 tall on average and be chopped down entirely. But that is a fully functional kind of a farm. Now, the only thing we have left to do is the underbody here, and that is get this rail done, which I think we had all these pieces laid out perfectly. If we just kind of connect the dots here, like this, yeah, like that, that actually does complete. I already put the gold ones over there. This whole rail system, so let's watch it do its magic around. Make sure it doesn't get stuck. Make sure it's got plenty of boost to make all the corners. And it looks like, let's check it. There's some bamboo stuck inside of it. I'll put some more inside of it. Oh, I'm collecting the bamboo that's coming through this block. Yeah, if you stand on the corners of this, there's technically no block there, and it just pumps your inventory full of the resource flowing through the pipes, if you will. But that is the end. You know what I'm just going to do? I'm just going to build this up, and that is because our second layer will drop off roughly on top of that, probably about that high, just because we need one room of buffer above this one for the rail for the next layer, and that does complete everything except for let's head outside and make sure she's running good and take some fall damage, of course, as one does. Now if we stand here, there it goes. It is already, yes, that's perfect. It's already inputting bamboo, and our 2 buckets that we lost earlier up to 37. I think we still had about 32 left, but we've gained about half a dozen, 6, maybe 10, which is pretty efficient already for something that we've built in about 45 minutes. So I think this is fully functional. I think it's fully functional, guys. While we stand here and watch this thing be fully functional, let me just thank a couple more people. And those people are some returning individuals. We have David and FLETCHER just saying congrats, good, everything looks good. And also David announcing that we were at 7 to go to 100. Obviously, that's a little out to date because I think we might have just struck 99. Let me go check real quick. I can indeed confirm we just hit 99 in the making of this video. So let's head up and update our number 1. Okay, so all we got to do is take down the big number 2 and get ready for the ultimate number. The last one before celebration, a big old number 1. That is right, everybody. 18 minutes ago, I had an update from Polar Peely Bro. Thank you, Polar Peely Bro, for the notification. We hit 99 while recording this episode. That's going to do it for us today. I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me today. Since you're still here hanging out, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, share with your friends, and leave some kind words in the comments down below. And as always, everybody, I cannot thank you enough for the support. We are 1 subscriber away, just 1. So if you're watching this video, you want to be that 1. Click the subscribe button, and then make sure you tell me you're number 100. We'll give you maybe a little special place on that community board. So without further ado, as always, stay beautiful, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.